Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. No one likes to really bring bad news on a channel, particularly when it has to do with the death of a very beloved member of the YouTube community, particularly my community, who was an integral part of my channel for, well, at least 5 years or so. And I'm really sad to announce that our wonderful friend Jody Sevigny has passed away. And the reason I know, I had a conversation with her husband, called me on the phone, and we had an extensive conversation. Of course, he was upset, as one can imagine. And remember, I've gone through this with Mr. Z and the sudden loss of his wife. I mean, loss is a part of life, of course, but it's never easy. And I feel in the case of Jody, it was one of those things that Jody, her life was very private. And she wanted it that way, of course. And you're not required to share anything on YouTube, naturally, unless you want to. But she was a private person. But she had had tremendous health struggles that had been evolving over a period of years, to the point where she was homebound and then chair-bound, and finally just ended in a hospital. And mercifully, she's passed on to the next life. And it's very difficult. And I think when I hear the story of Jody and the suffering that she went through, particularly the last couple of years, I'm struck by the heroism of so many people that deal with chronic pain and complicated conditions that don't lend themselves to simple diagnoses. And in the case of Jody, her husband let me know that she had multiple medical situations that just intertwined and made her life miserable. Sadly, Jody was 55 years old, which is way too young to have passed on. And of course, now her husband is left to deal with the aftermath. And God love you, Lionel. Lionel is her husband's name. They lived in New Hampshire. And it's a very difficult time, of course, for the family. It blows a huge hole. I'm going to sound selfish. Blows a huge hole in our community, too. Just simply because Jody was so beloved. I can never remember her having an unkind word about anyone. And she was a moderator for years. And she would take out of my live streams and take pictures and send them for thumbnails for my live streams. And we really enjoyed that. So I'm not going to gild the lily here. I'm sure many of you will have comments in the comment section down below. Many of you will be surprised, as I was. But please remember her and her family in your thoughts and prayers, especially during this holiday season. It makes it doubly hard for family that has to move on. And all of my best thoughts and prayers are with Jody's family, as they put a mark of closure on her life. Well, thanks for watching today. God bless you all in the holiday season. Take a moment to think about those who have lost. Take a moment to think about also what the reason for the season is, and how you might yourself spread joy in your community and offset this ugly blanket of darkness that so seems to confound and cover much of our world today. All right, so thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you on the next video.